fam, and happy 4th of July weekend, everyone. Today we are going to go over some, hopefully, some massive gains on the 1972 Powerchoke. I believe the body mounts are supposed to be welded on, and we should be somewhere in the realms of getting ready to cut out the 4 inches of frame that they're needing to cut out to shorten it from where the cab and everything on the 2004 is obviously 4 inches longer than the 1972, so we are going to shorten the frame a little bit, but we're going to re-brace it behind it, and then we are adding some custom track bars. I'm going to try to get a little example of the custom track bars. They've never been put on any vehicle ever in the world. These are custom ones by TSI, so we will try to give you a little show of those. They're not completed, they are in sections, so I just have to give you a little bit of that demonstration, and then also show you the custom brackets that are going on the truck. And then I'm not sure if it's this video or not, but we may be grandpaing this truck out just for a little while because we do have the newborn or whatever. That's why I am a couple weeks behind on videos. We were in the hospital on the day I usually shoot a video and then go ahead and edit and everything, and we've been busy with the little one ever since. But we are extremely lucky. The only time he's cried so far is diaper change and feeding. That's the only time he's cried so far. Keep our fingers crossed that it stays that way, but we're extremely blessed with the new little guy in the family. But we are adding some things back to this truck. It may be this video, it may be the next one. It just depends on how much free time I've got. But anyways, we'll go ahead and jump straight over into it, into TSI. Well, here we go. She's up in the air. What's kind of crazy though is this 04 right here is going the same makeover that this is basically going over. The guy had a 06 F250 to 6.0, and he is swapping it into this truck. Actually, I think the swap's actually already done. Yeah, there's an engine in there. So. But anyways, he seems to like his 04 more than he did the 06 that he bought, but it was a rush back at the other one. So, but she's up in the air. We are doing all the body mounts. Let's see if I can get in here. Which I know some of this is just a recap, but these mounts are finally on, and they are, there we go, now I'm actually pointing up. These body mounts are welded on, and these are just exactly like the 6.0 mounts, which if I would have seen it yesterday, that cab was up, so I could have had an example, but you can take this body off just like the 6.0 to where you can lift the whole cab with just a few bolts. And slide on over here. There we go. And well, I'm going to give a little bit more of the underneath and how clean / dirty the underneath of this truck is. But we are having to, let me see if I can get the light out of the way. We are having to move the gas tank filler cap to the bed because we are keeping this tank and everything. Can't quite remember what I went over last week, but I'm trying to do a quick overview because the new race truck driver is here, so we're trying to knock this video out and all the updates for it so we can get back to the little one. And this hanger will be moving back. I believe he's taking a section out of here somewhere, I believe. I have to go over it with him again. But this right here will be coming through the bed, but we are going to make it like the old school style. I don't want a door flap on it or anything. We're just going to move that guy over onto the bed. When the bed is put on there, eventually I am thinking of making this a go-fast truck, and we'll just put a fuel cell right here, get rid of the spare tire there. And how nice it'd be to have my pressure washer up and going to be able to spray this thing off before everything goes together. If someone can also go ahead and tell me, what type of paint do you all use whenever you're doing, because I feel like I'm going to pull the bed off and everything, you know, get from behind the cap all the way back all by myself, sand it down. And I know there's a couple of really good paints out there, but if you all could throw your comments down below of what paint you all have used on your frames. There you go, you see how low the radiator and everything is sitting. There you go. And it looks like we will have to cut a little bit into there to be able to get the inner core to fit. That seems to be a thing. And then I was talking to a few people on Instagram about theirs because they've got F100s that they did basically, well, a diesel swap. Most of them are 7.3s or 5.9s. But for, I think it's like 585 bucks. If you look at Far From Stock, I'll put the guy's information down below. He's got 6.0 F250. But he went, you know, a ridiculous expensive way to do this, which he did a killer job. And my mechanic and I, we kind of drove over it. But he has the custom-made bumpers that they do make for this right here, just to get rid of this gap that you see right here. And then we'll go ahead and check out that mount, then jump over. How all these body mounts are custom made. Here's one. This one was a little messed up, but that's what they look like. Then I will go ahead and go over. Yep, there you go. You see it's a little bent. But I will go ahead and walk over to the plasma table where the really big massive ones are for the back. And here are the mounts for the back. I think they're pretty awesome looking. That is my personal opinion, but it's always nice to have a custom touch on anything that you build. So this will be TSI's custom touch, and then I can try to show you a little bit of the track bars over here. There you go. I know these have Powerchoke on them, but these were just a mock-up cutout for it. But it'll be this, you know, like a square all the way around, and they will link into each other right here. But, you know, that'll be his custom one to where then he gets his little custom logo in there on them. So I think those are going to be stellar. First ones that'll ever be out will be on the truck, so it will be fully custom to where nobody else has some of these parts. The dreaded walk back. That's disappointing. That sucks. Well, I guess we'll have to wait another couple days for a lot better update. He's about to go in there and I guess start welding the brackets on and everything, and there's another piece that was apparently missing from the bracket, but he said it was getting too hot and wanted to warp or something. But that was the very last bracket that needed to be made, other than the bed mounts or whatever. But the bed mounts I don't necessarily need to be able to drive the truck, so they're gonna go ahead and do that to where then Eddie, the bigger guy, he's the one that's really wanting to do this, and he's done things like it before. So hopefully next week we'll be getting to where, you know, wiring harness, everything, chopping the frame. Please, fingers crossed by Monday. Let's be realistic, 6 weeks from now. Okay, but really hoping for about Tuesday or anything. But we will jump back to the house now. It's nowhere near the update that I was expecting. I was told there's gonna be a whole lot more, but you know, things come up, and I've been really busy with the new baby. So you know, I've not been able to be here to be like, hey, what's going on? You know, this and that. But anyways, we'll jump back to the house. All right, as you can tell, intro and exiting part of the video all at the same time. It was really hard to sound a little on the amped side, I guess you could say, for the intro or whatever, due to the fact that I already knew what happened at the shop. I haven't made the leaps and bounds that, you know, I was really kind of expecting everything. It really does stink and everything. I know my truck is a massive project and it takes a lot of time, and the shop I use, they are really good at doing quick, you know, little things. They're one of the few rare shops around here that usually, if you have something quick that you need done that day that is, you know, possible to get done that day, they will do a one-day turnaround for you. So that's part of the reason why my truck keeps getting put on hold, because they're one of those shops that, you know, do 1-2 day quick turnarounds, while it's not some big customized shop. And this is something that they've never done well. They've never fully went into this specific build. They've done things like this before. Or the mechanics working on mine's done it before, but it's been a long time, and you know, so at the end of the day, I'm a little disgruntled today. But with all builds, stuff like this happens to where you hit roadblocks and everything, and they're staying at the shop late now to go ahead and knock stuff out. Actually, right now during this ending, they're actually everything that was supposed to be done, I do believe, is probably done at this point in time, because when I showed up there, that's when they were just dropping everything to go work on the truck. But with the new one, I don't have time to just stand there, and plus I don't want to stand there and hover over them as they're doing the work anyways, because I'd hate if someone did that at my job. But I do also, this is a little offset from that, but the next build, I'm looking at an OBS build. I'm thinking crew cab, and we're going to go with the interior of something like this 2013. That's my goals, and depending how this build goes out and if YouTube grows enough and everything, I'm even thinking about basically doing the same exact same thing that I just did, except basically take something like this and swap it with the OBS body. So where we've got the powertrain, the interior and everything out of the newer 6.7 Powerstroke, but the old school body, because OBS, that is my favorite body style they've ever had or ever will have. But if I do that, that would also mean that 2020 is a no-go. So, you know, double-edged sword there. But anyways, I know not the updates everyone wanted, but it does happen. We hit roadblocks. So next week, though, I was promised leaps and bounds, and we should be getting a lot done next week. And Part of it is due to me. Just had a baby. Don't have the time to be hanging around the shop like I usually do. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Next time there will be more updates. But please give it a big thumbs up. Stop by for the first time. Please subscribe. You have a great day. Just speaking of the newborn though, but if you do happen to have a little child, unicorns are the new thing. So for this 4th of July weekend, we somehow ended up with a 6-foot tall unicorn sprinkler. And then the slip and slide will be going down from there. So, but anyways, I hope you enjoyed.